What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Mac. Welcome back to the channel. And we got to talk about My Hero chapter 314. Now, precursor, this chapter was deep. It's a lot of philosophy in it as far as perspective, and let's get into it, right? So, of course, it's a lot of elaborating on things that he's doing in the battle, which just shows how great Deku is really becoming. Like to talk about the smoke screen, talk about the scattered decoys. She keeps saying he even faster, but even with all those feats in this chapter, it doesn't overshadow Lady Nagant's perspective, right? And that's the thing that I want to touch on. So as you jump forward through it, she says the safety commission taught her everything she know. So then, of course, Deku's asking questions like, why work for all for one? She like, he's plotting to take over. No, he said, he's plotting to take over everything, right? So why? I know you used to be a hero. So she's saying all you're seeing is that phony sense of order they manufactured. No wonder people tinged by it can't understand the truth. So he say tinged, and they keep fighting. I just really want to focus on the philosophy because that is what really drove this chapter, right? So she ended up shooting a bullet that had a microphone on it. Essentially, she shot like a long range speaker. Shot a long range speaker and it hit a wall, and then through that she was talking as she distanced herself, and she's shooting at him at the same time, right? But she's saying she was exhausted after so much killing. It was all to preserve our sham society. So she say there was a group plotting acts of terrorism against heroes. When you have heroes like that capable of shaking the bedrock of society, or a hero team colluding with a gang of villains while gaining fame and fortune, law and order won't cut it. They have to disappear in bold, along with their crimes. The Safety Commission gave me those classified missions. So you mean to tell me that the Safety Commission was having a hero kill people, kill villains? That in and of itself is groundbreaking for the story as a whole, because all you see is the sunny side of heroes. You get what I'm saying? So I remember in a wrap up I did a little while back when civilians was mad at Endeavor for trying to essentially repair his relationship with them and other things like that, and they was just like going crazy. I'm like, y'all ungrateful. And then you add this to the mix. You say, once upon a time, vigilantes played the role of heroes and won the people's trust. In turn, the country made sure they kept doing their part. At the end of the day, trust in the heroes is the foundation of the superpower society. And me, I was a cog set in place to keep that system running smooth. You seeing bodies, bro. Bodies. That, like, bodies? Dead villains. A system with two sides to it, the front and the back. What? And it shows, say, wait, no, we haven't done anything yet. We only started talking about it. Boom. She killed him anyway. A system that needs both sides to maintain itself, so I obeyed. I complied, I did my duty. And it's just showing her just whacking multiple people. Place to place. Like a hitman, really. She a hitman. Just whacking villains. Like killing them. So, something that touched on her psyche. Little kids, they say, lady, can we shake your hand? Because they wanted to shake her hand. The little kids wanted to shake her hand. When she reached her hand out, she sees blood on her hand and her arm. That's what she sees. It's not there. It's not physically there, but that's what she sees, right? So obviously killing all these people is damaging her psyche. So she say, a system so fragile it made my head spin. I was exhausted, showing her apartment, stuff like that. So then she talking to the president of the Safety Commission. He says, these two, they've been inciting ordinary civilians to commit crimes before hunting down those freshly minted criminals and collecting the rewards. But now these bad apple heroes are about to go missing. So she questions them. Is killing them really going to improve society, right? And that's the same question I had, right? She said, making people believe everything's puppies and rainbows, is that any better than brainwashing? Exactly how I feel. So then he says, Nagant, it's all necessary. Someone must preserve the hope and faith that the front-facing heroes have built up. Really? Really? So she said, preserve, huh? And after that, then what? So then he say, I'm sure you quite aware that this isn't a job you can simply walk away from. That's how you really want, that's how you really want to take this. The facade of everything's nice and dandy for the public. Meanwhile, you got people like Nagant just going around killing villains. It's such a it's just full of shit. Like, it's really full of shit. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all, right? So, but once he made that statement, he reaching in his suit jacket. So she say, President, you're a strong one. Iced his ass. I agree with it. So Deku said, you killed the president of the safety commission at the time. That never made the news. They claim you killed another hero during an argument. She said, yep, even then the safety commission had to keep up the illusion. Eternal disputes, mutiny, no way that was for the public to know. You really are that ignorant. That shit's crazy. And okay, so this section right here is really hit home as far as what she said. She said, this superpower society is a gilded daydream seen through rose-colored glasses, but it's paper thin, a fragile illusion. Lady Nagant dropping bars, bro. Those are bars. Like, she is telling you exactly what it is. And for her to be having this dialogue with Deku, and he's been on the sunshine and, you know, the puppies and rainbows, you know what I'm saying? She say he's been on that side the whole time, but she's been on the other side. If you had to make a comparison, that's like comparing, you know, the tribulations of like the things Superman went through versus what Batman went through. You get what I'm saying? Like, Superman is fighting people who they not really killing nobody, you know what I'm saying? They hurting people, they doing what they doing, but they not really killing nobody. Meanwhile, like, people like on the Batman side with the Joker, like, he killing people, like people losing their lives, you know what I'm saying? It's like that type of dynamic. So then they're gonna say you bring back the status quo, then what? History will just repeat itself. The public gets to stargaze at the bright and shiny side while the dark truth gnaws at someone else, bro. Man, you said at least a future ruled over by All for One will be a hell of a lot more transparent. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. We all know that All for One is the bad guy, but it's about perspective. In comparison to what Lady Nagant has been going through, it's like, is it really that bad? You get what I'm saying? Like, for all of the killing that I had to do, and for all of them trying to keep the status quo just to keep people happy versus not telling them the truth, like, is that really worth it? Or would I rather just deal with somebody else who's going to tell you exactly what it is? Look, I'm here to rule this, and that's what it's going to be. There's no there's no facade. There's no, you know. So then after that, of course, he find out where she at. He do ability, pinpoint focus. So then they start talking about the fighting more. But then Deku say, okay, maybe I was ignorant, but I'm starting to see things clearly. It's not all black and white. Most things in the world have shades of gray, a blend of fear and anger. So then they show a quote from Shigaraki when he say, swept their pain under the rug with maggots crawling out. So then he say, which is exactly why I've got to extend a helping hand. Now, Deku, while I do understand your sentiment of wanting to help people, it is ingrained in your character. Can I say at this point in time that I agree with it? No, I don't agree with it. I'm sorry. It's too much that's come to light about the safety commission and just the way the hero society is structured. Now that the truth is revealed, it's just like, I ain't really feeling that. So she said that phony education has done wonders for you, right? And then she say, well, how about one more thing to think about? And then all of a sudden it shows Chisaki on the building. You done yet? We got to get to the boss. And she uses that distraction to look like she's about to attack him, but then they end the chapter right there. So, man, this chapter was, but like I said before, it's groundbreaking. Are you serious? It's one thing for the structure of the hero society to kind of dissipate as far as all the truth, like even the truth coming out about All Might and the things coming out about Endeavor and the villains escaping and taking over. You've already lost the structure of the hero society, but then you throw salt in the wound by adding the fact that these motherfuckers had heroes killing villains to uphold this shit. Like, seriously? There's no, when you think that the hero society had a morality, the suits, the higher ups, they didn't care about that, bro. They cared about the illusion of it. So you would literally have some heroes kill villains. I mean, could you say a hero that kills villains is a hero? No, the closest thing you could say is that they're an anti-hero, but true and true, that's like, I mean, think about All Might going around killing villains. All Might wouldn't be All Might if he went around killing villains. It's that simple. I don't agree with Deku. This whole hero society, like, it threw my head for a loop. The truth came out, it threw my head for a loop. I mean, at this time, I can't get behind it. I can't get behind it. But that's all I got for today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this chapter. I felt like it was really deep. Like, it's a really deep chapter. Yo, let me know down in the comments what you think. If you like the video, like the video. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel. But yeah, I'm kind of mentally disturbed by how that just went. And I'll see you all in the next video.